We're recording now.
You can edit this out.
No, I keep it all in. Keep it all in. So we're talking about Abby's fucking transphobic fucking. I went over to.
Just an observation.
Can we say what the joke is, or did you want?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, no, it's your fucking joke.
So it's not even a joke. I mean, the company where I work for, we used to have a disabled toilet, and they changed that toilet into a gender-neutral toilet.
Yes.
So I think the toilet is now for both physically and mentally challenged people.
You're gonna clip that. I just take it out of context completely. It's not a comment podcast.
Yeah.
It's a conservative. Right
Next,
wing.
let's talk about the economy.
Yeah. No, I think it's a great joke. I mean, it's implying that trans people are retarded.
Is this going to be a problem
the
for
plant's
you?
a problem. The plant's it's
bigger than the trans community, or
if I was a vegan, I'd love it now. I'd be munching on that.
all right.
There we go. It's just stroking me on the. It's good. Now we're fine. I mean, my friends last night when I was sitting with them, they were like, "Yeah, this is harden the paint." With the trans stuff. But isn't Zalando?
It's funny because your friends also approached me, and they were like, "Abby, great set. Bit intense with the trans
Oh
stuff."
yeah. I mean, I love watching. I was standing at the bar with.
Who is non-binary, isn't it?
Is she non-binary?
She's a lesbian or...
Is that what they call not having tits?
She's a dwarf, right?
She's a midget, yeah.
Is she technically a midget? Is that?
I mean, technically, as per her height, yeah, she's a midget, no? Yeah. I mean, you would know. You have the midget face.
She should have your face.
Yeah. First of all, I don't like the way you guys are objectifying my community.
Right, yeah.
And I stand shortly with...
Right. I was talking. I swear to God, this happened last night. I was talking to her, and I was standing up, and then she said something, and I go, "What was that?" I swear to God.
This is gonna play great for the camera.
Yeah, I know. Well, I had to stand up and bend down to be like.
That's a German word for it, for women who can stand and give blowjobs. So is the perfect.
Wait, really? What's the German word for it?
I don't recall the word, but yeah, my boyfriend saw and that was the first thing he said.
Right, there's a German word. Fuck.
I was wondering how your boyfriend dated you, but now it's all starting to come
How
clear.
does he know that?
Now that's actually something I don't want to just hijack your podcast, but you know, you always used to fucking roast me because you're like, "Do you even have a wife? I've never even seen her." And now you're allegedly dating this German guy who also has Nazi parents conveniently for your material, but I've never seen him at a show.
I've never seen him either.
Yeah. They're gonna move in together. They're looking for apartments.
Really? Yeah, you're looking for a place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because your Nazi boyfriend doesn't want to move to the gay quarter.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's perfection.
Is the gay quarter, is it like all white gays, or is there...
Asking for a friend?
No, I'm just wondering, because I've been to the gay quarter when we went.
Yeah, that's where I live. I mean, no, my building is full of like nice gay people, like old school gays, not the annoying lesbians.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well,
like your mothers, the fucking whore mothers.
The German word for people that can blow people standing up.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the German is for kid.
Yeah.
I mean, kinder.
Yeah, that's
kinder?
true. It's kinder.
Yeah.
All right, that was about 10 minutes late, that joke, but it doesn't matter.
We got there. It's important.
I got there in the end. But you had a pop there at lesbians. So what's going on there?
Lesbians? No, I
Thespians.
Yeah.
I never see them in my district, which is nice.
Is it all
It's
gay
just
dudes?
old school gay dudes. Yeah, I like during Pride, I would see men giving blowjobs on the streets.
Really?
Yeah.
These
Everybody's
are the fucking
asses
gays that
out.
give Pride a bad name, you know? The conservatives.
I feel like that's kind of cool. Like,
No, I mean, I'm cool with it.
I want to live in a world where people are getting blown on the street.
No, so do I.
I feel like the issue is like, it's not that these gay men are blowing each other on the street. It's like, how do we get straight women
To blow-
to start blowing men on the street?
I mean, yeah, I mean,
And that's also what Pride is for. It's just straight white sluts with their tits out.
I think it's actually homophobic if women don't start blowing men on the street.
Right.
Why is that?
Well, they're not standing with the gay community then.
They're kneeling. What was I going to say there about the gay? Well, this is the thing. The gay men blowing each other during Pride it gives the conservatives ammunition because they're like, we can't have Pride because there's gay men fucking each other in the streets.
Do you even go to Pride?
I've never been to Pride. No, never been to Pride because I'm
what's
not.
why?
Because you're not proud.
I'm not proud.
You're one of the few gays who's like, look, if conversion therapy worked, I would be in it.
Yeah, of course. I don't know why they're banning it. They should let people fucking give it a shot. I mean, there's do you know Jubilee, the YouTube debate channel thing?
No.
They've had debates where it's like,
wait, is it
homos.
like where it's kind of like the gangbang version of debating where it's like 20 people
It's like a
debating
bukkake.
one?
It's
Yeah.
a debate bukkake.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the name of the episode.
That's the name of the episode right there. But yeah, and they had one of the debates was gays versus ex-gays, and it was
Ex-gays.
men that have like, I've prayed
Yeah.
the gay away and I'm straight now.
Okay.
And you can tell all the gays looking at them just like, no one believes
We
you. that
respect
you're-
you. Yeah?
Like no one
Fuck off.
believes you. It's like, you know.
They should. I would love if like the ex-gays, like the debate tool that the gays use is just pull their cock out. And be
Yeah.
like,
Oh really?
really?
Fucking, you're
Yeah.
cured, are you?
Yeah.
But this is exactly. But like some of the men are like, I'm married now to a woman and she knows about my past, and it's just like, and the woman believes that you were you converted to fucking Islam.
Now,
Well, that was the first thing my mother said when I told her Rob is gay, and she was like, "Yeah, that can be cured. Why is he gay? I mean, it's just
Why is he gay?
yeah, it's an illness. You know, why are you gay?
Why are you gay? There's
now,
no.
why are you even telling? Why are you telling your mom about Rob in the first place?
He's my best friend. My mother needs to know my best friend, and now
Yeah.
she thinks I'm a
Are you
whore
aware
for
that
having
you're her
kids.
best friend?
Yeah, I'm aware.
I'm glad she feels that way. You're definitely in my top 10 friends.
I mean, we were bumping titties last night. I mean, yeah, it was great. Did you tell your dad?
No, that's too much.
You
That-
get the fucking stick out.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah.
Hold on, let's not make her cry again.
No, we won't. Yeah, just a quick recap. We did a podcast during COVID and we made Abby cry. So
oh, remember
we're
the last
What
time
was it? What was it called again?
Too cute to care.
too cute to care.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
matching
That's right.
pajamas.
It was called
The
We-
last time the three of us were in this room was when you took a COVID test in front of us and you tested positive.
Oh, that was good. That
we
was good
came,
times.
we hugged, and then
Oh yes! And look, it's just little pictures of me.
pajamas.
Good.
Which, by the way, this barely fits me now, so I'd love to try to see
Oh
you.
no, I would die if
My
I tried to
belly
put that on.
is really
Oh,
fighting its way out
I
there.
would fucking die if I put that on. I'd choke to death.
Oh, and man, it has been very warm to try to pull off this big
I know, yeah. I mean,
I'm-
you can feel free to
it's-
fucking take it off because you're gonna die if it's too
well,
warm.
it's fine. Look, I get it, but no, I'm just here to bring back the old days of the Too Cute to Care podcast.
Yeah, and I
which never saw
appreciate
the
it.
light of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I still have the files, and I want the viewers out there to know if either of these two cunts ever makes it. You will see me exclusively opening for them, and you might wonder, why do they always have that opening? Why? I feel like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't comedically, it doesn't line up, and the reason is I have 3 unaired episodes of just
Most
horrendous.
Well, like, what did we say? I'm trying to think. What did we say?
We're
that
just
I
talking
haven't
about
said?
suicide, North Korea, cancer, trans people, Jews, Muslims.
Yeah.
I kind
Oh,
of
that
remember
good
there
stuff.
being a lot of grape talk and some
Yeah.
stuff
Oh,
about
yeah.
maybe that one of the 3 of us deserved it, and
Yeah, yeah,
there
that
was
was
some
me. That was me. Pat raped me. When did you paint your nails?
that was because I went out clubbing.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
we-
where you go chase Muslims with bats, is it? no, I don't know.
No, the gays. That's who I'm going after with the bats.
Yeah, COVID.
Yeah.
This is my
You're-
one black friend, Oscar.
Your dog looks like a bat a little bit. Like
Yeah, he looks like a fruit bat.
He
He
does
looks
look
like
like a
he
fruit
might
bat.
have.
Yeah.
now that sounds like
Now,
a
if they
slur.
hadn't confirmed the lab leak theory, it could be that he was.
I mean, he's bad-ish, and he's got. It looks like he's got like cocaine around his snout, and which would
The thing is, he hates minorities, and
That's weird.
yeah, and I mean, look at this. He is not enjoying any of what Abby's.
No, he does not want any part of that.
Yeah, look
He's
at-
trying to get away.
He's
He's like, don't touch me, you fucking filthy
You
Indian.
filthy-
Dude, I'm not that kind of Asian, okay?
He is suspicious of you, though.
No, and here's the thing: is
The only part he likes of you is your fucking trousers, like,
Because it's white.
It's white, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, that's all right. No, we took him to a birthday of our friends, and at the birthday, my friend's girlfriend is half Congolese,
Okay.
and then my other friend, her boyfriend is from Peru. And those were
That's
the
too
only
much
two people
diversity.
that he barked at the whole weekend. And then me and Anya are like, where is he getting that?
Right, okay.
What?
Yeah.
Did we not take him around
Like
minorities?
father, like
enough?
son. I mean, yeah. Whenever I've been with you, and whenever we've seen black people, you start barking. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on?
I thought that was part of their culture.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I just listened to a lot of DMX, so I was like, you know, I thought this is how Rough Riders roll.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, what was I going to say there about? Yeah, because I remember being in Poland with, I think I've said this a million times, but with a black person, and he's the only black person, like in Poland. We were walking up and down the streets.
Full black?
No, not full black. Kind of like.
Well, you don't have full black friends, do
the
you?
color of Abby. Well, like, we talked about this last night.
Yeah, I mean, I get the pass.
Yeah, and fucking, we were walking down the street, and then people were just staring at him, and then we went into like the venue, and
then you started to realize why he was such a monster growing up.
yeah, and then a dog was just chill, and then it saw him, and it started losing its mind, and there was like 60 people in the hall, and then they all started laughing because they knew what was going on. And then I was like, oh yeah, it kind of sucks to not be white sometimes,
That was
Sometimes.
That was the first time. My whole life, 28 years, I was like, yeah, I think we all experience life in the same way.
I was going through my family albums, and I have childhood pictures of random black people holding me. So my parents actually handed me over to random black people because, we don't have many black people
What?
in
So,
India.
like
And they
meeting
were
a
just-
celebrity type thing?
Yeah. I also have pictures with white people, but also with black people. Random black dudes just holding me, and I'm like the size of Oscar.
But if your parents hate black people, why would they trust them to hold their kids?
Well, I thought it was pretty clear. I mean, they haven't seen the original Too Cute to Care episodes, but we all know. I mean, Abby's parents don't love her, so
yeah, that's true. They were like, please take her.
take her.
Okay, there we go.
They're like, oh, you're giving me back? I thought, no, this is a gift.
Oh no, this is a gift. We were
In
like,
our culture, it's rude to refuse gifts.
Yeah.
You should do
they're like,
it's okay if you don't want it, throw down a well or something. But
whatever you do, don't run away with her. I mean, we got to see these photos. Do you have these? Please, did you not take a photo of these photos on your
damn
phone?
it, yeah.
oh, dude, that
You
would have
got
been
it.
great.
A
You
great
could
slideshow over the thing. And what's your face like? Are you kind of like?
I'm crying.
You're
I'm
crying.
crying in the pictures, and two black dudes holding me,
Yeah.
and a white couple holding me. I have these strange pictures, and I'm crying in all the pictures.
Right, but where was this in India?
Yeah.
So where are the black people in India? Like, where's?
There's barely any. I mean,
were they
hate
maybe
anything
American like soldiers or something? I don't know,
Yeah.
rebuilding your country or I don't know.
that- no,
What
we
would they
don't
do?
need them.
Did you fuckers go into India at some point?
I'm sure we must have a couple bases.
Yeah.
There isn't one place on the planet we don't have at least a little.
What's
something.
happening in Greenland? How are you guys doing in Greenland now? Did you see the thing where JD Vance got booed?
Yeah, I mean,
Did you get booed in Greenland?
by all four people who live there.
Yeah,
I mean, like they're making such a big deal. They're like, "Oh my God, he's not welcome," and I was like, "By who? The
Yeah.
birds?"
The
Like,
Yeah, I didn't know. I looked up the population of Greenland the other day, and it's like there's like only like I'm talking out my ass right now, but it's not a lot of people.
no, come on, talk a little further out of your ass.
Yeah,
What number were you wanted to put a number on
I'm
it?
gonna guess 80,000 people.
80,000.
Okay. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Jamie, pull that up.
Abby, pull that up.
Yeah. But yeah, there can't be that many people here. I will say, I do not.
50,000.
50. Okay.
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah,
Over.
yeah.
So by Price is Right rules, you
Yeah.
lost. But
But it's not as
50,583.
in Greenland.
Yes, 56,000. Yes, sorry.
okay, is that including the U.S. soldiers there?
I guess.
Oh yeah, there's a base there, isn't there?
Yeah, that's
It's the penguins.
yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like like if you guys wanted Greenland, you could just take it in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, I agree, and I think that's also the thing is like I don't support. Just to be serious for a moment.
Yeah.
I do not support the Trump administration.
This guy.
It's not what he was saying before we started recording.
Yeah.
I don't. I think they're doing a lot of bad stuff.
No, they are.
But I mean, look, Gulf of America, pretty rad. I kind of think, yeah, we should take Greenland. Like, it feels like it's more ours than Europe.
I mean, the Middle
Canada,
East-
I think that's ours as well.
Yeah.
That's cold America. We got Mexico. That's poor America.
Yeah.
Maybe we take Europe. That's gay America.
Yeah.
And the Middle Eastern Riviera. Trump goes
That's the one I
Yeah,
actually
Trump
don't.
Gaza number one.
Yeah, I kind of
That
think
was-
that's a mistake.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line.
I mean, that video was fucking insane. But
Donald's coming to set you free.
I mean,
Well, didn't it come out that like somebody made it as like a satire?
But
Right.
the president posting it in his own Instagram, I mean, I don't see the satire in it.
he is the goat of like
Trolling.
funny presidents.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that is such a fucking wild.
But like when Vance was like in Greenland and he was just like the dog has just completely run away from Abby. He's actually about to kill himself. He's about to jump off the couch. He's like, please give
From
me
my
a bath
poor sense
later.
of hygiene.
But when like Vance was like in Greenland, he's like, yeah, it would make sense for us to take Greenland. And I was like, what do you even call people from Greenland?
I mean, they're part of
Eskimos.
Denmark, right?
Are they?
Yeah. Denmark is like owned by Denmark owns
Yes.
Greenland.
Yeah.
Which that's the funny thing is to be like Denmark is like no, that's ours, and it's like
Yeah.
like okay, so
Yeah.
it's
But, like,
all,
yeah, I mean, I don't. But like, imagine being from Green. Like, I'd be fucking pissed if some fucking like if Vance came to Ireland. He's like, yeah, it makes sense if we just took this. You know?
Yeah.
well, actually that'd be pretty tight too. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, we
Jesus.
are Greenland.
You could
There's a lot
finally
of
move to
green.
New York if that happened. I think
I
you could
could.
actually.
No, you're right.
I think you need to rethink this whole
No,
thing.
you're totally right. I mean, if Ireland became a part of America, it would be fucking great for my career. I could just fucking.
You could be middling in
Yeah.
Spokane
I would be
right
literally in
now.
Spokane right now. Spokane 4. And but what was I gonna say there?
Why did you just get closer to me? Just because the dog is in here, you think you can?
Yeah,
Like, look,
the dog was a buffer between.
there was like
two of
we
you
had a
guys.
little. We
Yeah.
left room for the dog, and then you're
Listen,
like,
I'm from a high caste, okay?
Yeah. we were just.
In my world, I'm superior to you, okay?
not in anybody else's world.
Notice no one's trying to take over India.
No, that is yours. You guys hang on to that.
You guys are killing it over there. What's the guy's name? Modi?
Modi, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you take when you need to get constipated.
Oh yeah. Imodium.
Imodium.
Yeah. Yeah. If you've got constipation, just go to India and eat some, drink the water.
Yeah.
I mean,
then have some
I remember the best
emoji.
street
What?
food. Have you
What?
seen the street food videos on Instagram?
Oh my God.
yeah.
Have you seen those videos?
Wait.
Street food. They're making the
Indian
Indian guys
street
making
food?
street food.
Yeah, I've only seen the version where it's the white guys
Oh,
doing
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
parody
yeah.
of.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got it.
Yeah, I was. There's the guy Adam Rowe from Have a Word, and I was talking to him. They just did an India special where they like, for charity, they cycled like, I don't know, the length of India or something. I don't know what they did. And I was there talking to him in the green room at something, and then I was like, "So how was India?" And he was like, "Oh, lad, it was fucking amazing." And he's like just singing its praises, and I was like, "Oh, it's okay, yeah." Yeah. No, he did say this though. He said, I wouldn't go back." Yeah, but he said it was amazing.
But those two things don't really jive.
No.
If a place is amazing, you are like, oh, I'd love to go back.
Yeah, it's like if someone was like, they found out that you fucked someone, and they were like, how was it? And you were like, yeah, it was great, but I'd never do it again. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, actually, this is kind of, India is the one night stand of countries. From a distance, you're like, ooh, the curries, it looks good. And then you get up close afterwards, you're kind of like, ooh, it smells.
Yeah. Yeah, when you think about it,
I feel great to be on this podcast. This has been amazing.
It has been
Yeah.
fun. I knew it would kind of turn into shitting on India fucking thing.
But we could turn it back on me. You just gotta
Gay moms. That's
Gay
it.
moms,
That's
yeah,
about gay
midget
moms.
face.
kind of gay myself,
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it like not having a dad? There we go. We'll throw that back at you.
You're the sperm of a homeless man. You look
Well,
like that.
I think actually it's better to grow up with a dad, as I said last night to you guys, than to grow up with dads that aren't proud of you guys and
Yeah.
don't really want you. And
when your mothers get to pick the semen, did they have a choice to pick between black and white?
Oh, that's a good point.
Well, I mean, this was the 80s. I can't imagine they were letting black men donate semen.
yeah.
Or
and
gay
that.
men. I was in the 80s. In the 80s, I thought they just like scooped it out of a bin somewhere. You know what I mean?
Like, can you tell which is a black man's cum and what's a white man's cum?
No, this is the thing. I tried to do a joke about it, but it never worked. But they have like a binder of like profiles of like
Okay.
that you can go through. And I was like, I wanted to make a joke about how they were like, we need something that matches the couch, white.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's
But
good.
people never really cared
As
for.
in the shade of the skin of the person who donated.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay.
So what my parents, what my mom always told me is the reason they picked the guy that they did is they wanted someone that like looked like her, so that I would look like I was from her family. Which
So the mom that you didn't give birth to you.
no,
That
the
was
mom
it.
that did give birth to me.
But surely, if she gave birth to you, you're gonna look like her anyway.
Well, sometimes you see people who like look wildly different than their.
So you look
Yeah.
like your mother?
I do.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
God.
Are you
I know I-
insulting me? It's hard to tell which way that's
I
going.
know I made a joke about it last night, but oh boy. I know I've seen for some reason I've seen photos of your moms.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
it was somewhere here.
One night we went on Facebook and we I think we were on like in Rosenthaler and we went.
I
deep.
also remember this because you guys were harassing me.
What, to see photos of your moms?
No. Adam specifically was like, "Are your moms hot?"
Yeah.
They gotta be hot.
Well,
I'm
in
like,
my
are they
head-
like lipstick lesbians?
Yeah.
To be honest, and I'm like, why does this feel like a kink for you?
Well, for some reason in my mind, we were in Rosenthaler. and
like,
we were like,
there's this dirty white man. I'm sure he has 2 dime pieces for moms. I mean, what did you think?
well, I don't know a lot about lesbians as a species. Like, I haven't studied them, but we were in Rosenthaler and we were like, I wonder what Pat's moms look like. So we did a deep dive on Pornhub. No, we did a deep dive on Facebook and we found your moms. And for some reason, I thought in my head, I don't know why, I'm just so fucking stupid and my brain's fried. I was expecting to see like 2 smoke, like just like what's that girl, the Ruby Rose, or the lesbian, the non-binary.
No, we don't care about that.
Yeah, she's a lesbian. I thought your mom's just gonna be like smoking hot fucking lesbians, and I was just like, oh, they're just like 2 like librarian, like old ladies, like.
They
Yeah.
don't have the
Yeah.
midget face. I mean,
Have you considered the fact that your father might be a midget?
Yeah.
I'm honestly considering the fact that maybe Peter Dinklage is my
your
father.
father. I mean, have you ever because I've never met someone before who's a fully grown normal adult who has the face of a dwarf.
Little
never-
person.
Dwarf's fine. Excuse me, dwarf is fine. I've done my research.
I come from a very high caste of dwarf, and
Yeah.
mine is
Yeah.
little person.
No, because
Somehow little person is worse than midget, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's what's the word?
Oh, he's a
Demeaning?
wee man.
Yeah, it's demeaning. Little,
Midget
ooh,
sounds
you're
so
little.
cool, like a fucking fidget spinner.
Yeah, but a dwarf makes
Midget-
it
midget
sound
spinner.
like I live inside
Midget
of.
spinner.
Midget spinner. That's what I call my cock.
But if you call me a dwarf, it sounds like I live in a mountain and I'm like working in a mine or something.
Yeah, but back to my question now, because I'm not letting you get away with the. I've never met someone who has the face of a dwarf and the body of a man.
And the cock of a dwarf.
My mom already told me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's an anomaly. You should be in the circus. I don't know.
I'm
Like,
waiting for where the question part is
I don't know.
coming.
I was just
because
like-
you're like, I can't let you get away with this. I need to ask this, and you're like, so I've
Well,
never
there is-
met,
yeah.
and I'm like, this is just a statement.
there is no question really.
Would
I
you
just
would you
want-
fuck a gay midget? I mean, they can stand and give blowjobs, you know.
Yeah, they can stand and give blowjobs.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably do it. I mean, I feel like I do it just for the shits and giggles, you know, like, you know, just
There
for the
definitely
story.
would be some giggles.
Yeah, there would be some giggles and a lot of shit.
It was great, but I would never do it again.
Yeah,
I feel like to make a midget come, you gotta tickle them.
you do have to tickle them. You do, yeah. Yeah.
And they're like, oh no,
I
I'm
know,
almost there.
please. Ah! Yeah, I feel like you would have to.
There's a spot on the leg that gets.
Yeah, it's behind their ear. You gotta tickle behind their ear, and then and their leg starts going like that. No, I wouldn't fuck a midget if you paid me. They are absolute abominations of human genetics.
Is this podcast going online?
It's going online.
Okay, all
It's
right.
going online. I mean, I don't
Right.
know any midgets, and I'm sorry if we've got any vertically challenged listeners, but
Is that a
But-
real word?
yeah, they say vertically challenged is kind of like.
Well,
you
now
know-
that's offensive. Like
What?
calling it vertically challenged.
Yeah, like we don't say disabled, we say differently abled. So what's the word for
what PC gone mad? What the fuck is this?
It's also funny.
Differently.
You're not differently.
Open the episode by calling trans people mentally retarded.
Yeah.
And then be like, I mean, vertically
They're not
challenged.
retarded, they're
seems-
differently abled. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, like the differently able thing is like,
You know, I almost slept with a midget.
what? Really? Really? Really?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh well, spill the beans.
Tell us about it.
So I was in college.
Spill the magic beans.
And I had broken up with my girlfriend, and there was a little person there, and she was small, but her
She.
tits were huge.
Right. Okay. She had the tits of a.
She had the
normal
tits
person.
of she had bigger tits than my full size girlfriend had.
Right. Full size. You're making it sound like she's like a Happy Meal or something.
Well, she
did
did
you
feel
win?
like a prize.
I was gonna say, did you win her? Did you get a fuck out of her in a Happy Meal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finished the burger and I was like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she, you know, I mean, this guy is kind of sad. I feel like she had a little tough experience socially.
Emphasis on little.
And so she was the only girl in college that I felt like I was like, oh, this girl is, like, she would just like, she was texting me like, should I come over?
Yeah.
And
She was the only
and
girl
you're like-
that was into you.
And you're
There
like,
She looks like me.
she's like, could I come over? And you're like, I don't know, the steps up to my house are they're really big steps. I don't know.
I've got a loft bed. I don't know. I could like throw it.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, in hindsight, in college, there were other girls who were into me, but my self-esteem was so low at that point that
As
I
it
like
should be.
as it should be,
Yeah.
and so I didn't understand that. But like, she was the only girl who was just like overtly like, basically kind of like,
What kind
Oh,
of
should
girl
I come
are you?
over and fuck you?
Okay.
And I was like, well, the tits, but
Yeah.
and I ended up going no.
The tits.
come on.
You went no,
Yeah.
and you broke.
And
a
I've
little-
regretted it ever since.
Yeah. I mean, that would have been the story would have been way better if you were like, I fucked
I
a
fucked
midget.
a midget.
Yeah, should we edit it and I could go back and we'll?
Yeah. So
Yeah, let's do a different version.
But
of
like,
where
were
you
you
fucked-
sexually attracted to this vertically challenged young woman? Or
Stop using all those
that's
words.
what you say, vertically challenged.
That's just
what you say.
That's just the terminology. That's the
just the
world
term-
we live in,
That's the
2025.
terminology. That's what I heard. It's vertically challenged.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would like. I mean, again, I don't want to keep harping on it, but they were pretty good tits. Like
Right.
they were, and I think also there, and this is a little, you know, maybe mean, but there's also just a curiosity there. Like, well, what's you know, especially also like maybe this is the first time in my life that my dick looks big. You know, it's
Yes.
so
Right.
You know that pussy's tight. You know? Like, you know. Because everything's fucking, you know, everything's fucking squished in. Like,
to be honest, I don't know because I feel like maybe there could be some weird, you know, anomalies.
I
they have
imagine them having fat pussies, like thick, like huge lips.
Yeah.
Speaking of fat pussies, Bruno Mazzini. No, I don't know. No, but do dwarfs? Do they have are their genitalia? Are they the same size as normal people?
I mean,
Or
they
do
can.
they have-
What do you mean by normal people?
Like us.
They are not.
But
Oh yeah, what a murderer's row
yeah,
of
normal
normals.
people. Yeah.
Fucking the dirtiest gay I've ever met.
Okay. All right.
Fucking racist, homophobic, transphobic Indian who was beaten by her father
Yeah.
and deserved it.
Yeah.
And then one
A
just
fatherless,
normal, you know.
smelly hippie.
Yeah.
But whose wife loves bees more than she loves him. But I
Rob said the best. Sorry, but Rob and I were talking yesterday, and we were talking about me maybe moving back to America, and I was like, well, like Anya doesn't really want to go, and Rob goes, "What? They don't have bees in America?"
she's obsessed with building up bees on the wall.
She's got a bee in her bonnet.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What is her thing? Is it a sexual
She's
thing?
really
with the
trying
bees
to
or,
protect
like,
the bees. What's her deal with the bees?
Yeah, she's trying to save the bees.
What about the L's and the G's and the T's?
Hey.
Doesn't care for
Ooh,
them.
doesn't care for them. No. But
That's a whole-
No, she loves bees. That's why she's married to me.
right. Yeah. But it took me a second to get that.
That's a good one.
But do you think that, like, does she ever get you when you're having sex? Does she ever get you to like dress up as a bee or whatever? And she's like, why don't you?
Let's do it bee style.
Yeah, where she's like,
pollinate my flower.
yeah, she's like, get that. You pretend that your cock is like the stinger, and it like, you know what I mean? She's like, stinger, please, and she's fucking legs akimbo. You got Oscar, fucking. You know what I mean? He's watching.
Does Oscar watch you fucking?
Please tell me your dog watches you fuck. The dog looks like it's seen some shit, you know?
Yeah, well, I have a whole bit about Oscar's. Oscar hates it when we have sex.
Okay. He's no sex. Okay, I was gonna say no sex before marriage, but you are married, so.
Yeah. But yeah, he if we like it's. If we even just like get like if we're like on the couch watching something and we start to just like just get a little hanky panky, he just like walks up and is like,
Yeah. Okay.
"I'd rather you didn't." It's making me uncomfortable.
It's almost like he's like your wife's father. You know, he's like, don't. You know what I mean?
Not while you're living under my roof.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think your dog's dead. Is it?
No, he's
Oscar.
fine.
Your dog looks so depressed. No, it's fine.
No.
He's fine now. I mean, he just hates Abby with a passion. I mean,
Yeah, he was happy that Abby scooted closer to me because he's like, whatever gets you further away from me.
He's trying to warn you.
No,
Look.
here's the thing I never got to finish about him being racist.
Oh,
is-
yeah, okay, go
so,
for it,
I was just gonna say, so he's always been a little bit barking at like black and brown people, and so I was like, oh, he's racist. But then he met Mila. And he hated her, and I was
Right.
like, "That's a high level racism to understand." Like Bosnian,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you're like that's like you're white, but not the right kind of white. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
I feel
That's a clever dog.
That's a clever.
Yeah.
He's a very good boy.
He's
Yeah.
a very good boy.
And
Hope
he
you gave
can
him a treat
smell a
after that.
gypsy, you know?
He can smell a gypsy, yeah. But
That's rich coming from a black dog.
I know. Does he even know like what color he is? Like what the fuck?
I think he just thinks he's different. You know,
he needs to read fucking.
he's kind of the Candace Owens of dogs.
Oh, that's
I
great.
see.
Yeah, he's like a what do they call?
It's a Kanye West.
Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's like Samuel L. Jackson.
Your words, not
in-
mine. But
yeah. But no, like he's like Samuel
what do
L.
you call
Jackson.
him? Oreo.
Yeah, he's like Samuel L. Jackson in Django Unchained. You know, he's like,
Yes.
you're like Leonardo DiCaprio. And he's, you know,
You know, I heard on a podcast recently that when Quentin Tarantino was making that movie and he cast Leo was like, I'm not comfortable saying the N-word so much.
Yeah.
And Samuel L. Jackson was like, no, say it.
Yeah.
Say it.
like, it's just work.
Say it
brother.
once
That's what
and
they
then
say,
you get
yeah.
used to it.
They're like,
Yeah.
it's just work, brother. It's just work. Yeah.
Maybe that's like the white guy version of like, the conspiracies about how they make famous black guys wear dresses. I feel like that's the
Yes.
white guy version. Is like you cast him as a racist, make him say the N-word a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you got him.
I mean, it would be ideal to be cast as a racist in a movie, so you can just let that fly. Yeah.
You're like, I'm sorry, but I think I'm gonna method act this.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna stay in character full time.
There is a movie, and I might be wrong, but there is a movie where Daniel Radcliffe from Harry Potter plays a neo-Nazi, and he's a CIA agent who's infiltrating the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where I'm pretty sure he sees someone in the crowd. He's in the KKK, and he's like a neo-Nazi, and he's marching in the street, and then he sees a guy who's like a counter-protester, but who knows him, the real him, like that knows that he's a cop, and he's like, dude, what are you doing here? What are you? And then he, to like cover his tracks, he's just like, get out of here, you fuck. And he just screams, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, okay.
I was like, here we go.
No,
All right.
no, I didn't know how to say it without.
Okay, we've let the cat in the back.
Yeah.
Abby, I assume you want to add a couple as well.
No.
I was just like, fuck it, I shouldn't have done
There
that.
was a movie last year called American Society of Magic.
35 minutes? Okay, fine. Okay, yeah.
Okay, American Society of Magical Negroes last year. Did you guys see it?
I'm not even
Do I have
comfortable with you using the word Negro.
I mean,
Do I have
was
to
the movie.
bleep? Do I have to bleep Negro? Is Negro alright?
I mean, that was the name of the movie.
It was the name of the movie, in fairness.
Yeah. I'm not saying it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But you said, I don't want to sound like a woman right now. It's not what you said, it's the way you said it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Abby was delighted that she found a way to say it without saying it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
But Negro is Spanish for black, isn't it? Gotta stop saying Negro. I mean, it's fucking insane.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Yeah, because they think people were giving out that Crayola, the
the
crayons. On the black one, it said Negro. And people were like, "What is this?" And it's like, it's the Spanish word for black.
Is it Negra? Maybe.
Negra. It might be Negra. It might be Negra.
It is. Yeah. I think it's
I think if you're listening to rap music,
Negra.
it's Negra.
I feel like if people are still listening to this pod at episode 51, I feel like we could be sitting here in KKK Klan outfits, dropping M-bombs left, right, and center, and they'd be like, it's funny.
Classic CHIEFCAST.
It's funny.
At least
Go
nobody
big.
on the pod is homeless today.
Yeah. Oh God, stop. Yeah, George Wheeler, man.
Rest
Fucking-
in peace.
Rest in peace. He could be dead. But I did see a video on Reddit today where there was like a black American dude, and he was in I don't know, some store, and like a Mexican owned thing. And the Mexicans were like talking shit about him in Spanish, and they were like, they call him like a dirty black bastard and whatever. But he spoke Spanish, so he was just heard the whole thing.
So he was just
And
Negra.
then what?
Negra.
Abby, I don't know,
Oh,
it's something about your accent.
Something
But
about
I said it in a Spanish accent. It's not Negra. It's Negra.
Yeah. When you say it like that, it sounds like you're fucking saying the N-word.
No, I would never.
Yeah, but it's
While the camera's rolling.
but it's the way it's just the way when you say it in your Indian accent,
man.
it just sounds like you're going. Is that like when a ning ning ning? It's like an Indian guy with a stutter who's trying to say the N-word. You know? Is that a bit?
No, but it's very funny.
You guys want to hear my impression of an Indian guy with a stutter trying to say the N-word?
I think if you get booked to play Mar-a-Lago, I think that could kill.
Yeah, or the mothership. I think they
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
I've heard that you can say whatever
You'll
you
become
want.
a Kill Tony regular with
Oh,
that
yeah.
one.
Yeah, if I can get on Kill Tony in London in July, I'll do the. Oh yeah, we were at me and Abby did Hamburg, a festival thing in Hamburg, and then when we were
So happy for you guys.
I know. The whole time we were like, God, Patch. Oh, we should have
It's
had
so
Pat
cool
here.
that we started together and we
Yeah.
all rise to the
Yeah.
ranks of comedy and that we could all be here together performing.
And it's just next year maybe next year.
Yeah.
Press fest, yeah.
But it's okay. As a consolation prize, I was asked to open for a work in progress solo on a Tuesday night in a bar in Berlin. So that's basically the same opportunity. So
Oh, it's on the same night.
No, by the same producer.
Oh.
It's like, I know I didn't invite you to do the festival, but if you want to be one of the 2 openers on this work in progress solo that I'm doing, that's what I think of you comedically.
What did you do to
Oscar
annoy her?
warned you. You know?
Oscar warned me.
Yeah,
He was right about it.
Yeah. What happened with Bosnia Herzegovina? Something about Slavidan Milosevic and
It's the fucking Yugoslavia, the war in
Wasn't
fucking
there a
Bosnia. This was
fucking-
90s, 1990.
Who cares?
Gypsies dying, you know?
But no, because there was like war crimes and shit there in Serbia.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
my
People are always saying that. But
yeah. But I think
It's the war we don't care about, you know.
yeah,
the
but
war,
I mean,
which the war in
Did we even know where Bosnia is?
I still don't.
yeah,
It's next
No.
to Croatia.
like Narnia.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to get to Bosnia. You have to go into
Through the back of a wardrobe.
The Chronicles of Bosnia. There you go. No, that's the name of the fucking episode.
Yeah.
Chronicles of Bosnia. And to get to Bosnia, you have to go into a wardrobe, go to the very back, and you open it up, and you see war crimes. Yeah, because my dad had a friend who was in like the special. He was part of what was it? Like war crimes investigator. So he was sent to. But you're nodding your head like you don't believe that there was war crimes in Bosnia. You're like, oh, was he? Yeah. Oh yeah. So he had his work cut out for him over there.
No, I think you're confusing disbelief with disinterest.
with a complete lack of empathy for the people of Bosnia. I didn't even know what happened in Bosnia.
All I know is I've met one of them and I don't care for them.
Yeah, I don't care for them. I don't care for them. I hope their fucking grandparents died.
No, I wish him well.
I wish them well. But
So, anyways, your
it was
dad,
Sarajevo.
he
or
was
something.
investigating
Yes.
something.
Not my dad. His friend was a part of a war crimes investigation thing. And they were sent to Sarajevo or fucking
Yeah.
Bosnia to.
What is Ireland's obsession with war crimes? Why can't you guys just let a few little war crimes happen?
I know. I think it's because of what the Brits did to us, and then we're all like,
Allegedly.
It wasn't so bad. for
Imagine
you
being
guys.
there's a Holocaust.
Was it the
denier.
Brits or was it the potatoes? I mean,
I
you know.
don't know what's the difference.
Yeah.
But I imagine being like you have Holocaust deniers. Imagine if you were like a denier of like England invading Ireland. I just don't. That's gonna be my new shtick. I'm gonna be a British invasion of Ireland denier.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, I just don't think. No, the
I mean,
numbers are inflated. I don't
Plenty
know.
of people in India are actually pro-colonization. They think that what happened was actually good.
Isn't it funny that the Brits are like, we weren't. We got enough of you, fucking.
Yeah, they're like, we're sorry.
Yeah. There's a guy, I don't know if I told you this joke. There's a guy, Leo Kearse, who's like a fucking far right, fucking conservative comic. But he has a
Don't
joke.
say it like you don't love it.
I know. Well,
Oh, fuck.
it's one of those guys where it's like, oh, it's such a shame that you've lent into this grift because you're obviously a fucking great joke writer. But he has this bit where he's like, there's been so much like immigration into like the UK or into England from, you know, the Middle East and from Syria and whatever, and he's like, there's just, you know, there's parts of London that just don't feel like Pakistan anymore. Which is
That is a fun joke.
a good joke.
I like
That's
it.
good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
it's
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
It's like your joke about France. You know,
Yeah,
you wanna
yeah.
go to. I heard it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's
pretty.
It's cooking in France. I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who were in Paris?
Lentils.
Lentil health.
Yeah.
Go look after your lentil health, folks.
Uh,
It's funny. I'm staying in Kat's place, and like her fucking apartment's like a fucking. Is a menagerie the right word? Flowers everywhere and plants.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Cat's menagerie, and
I don't know if menagerie is the
I
right
don't
word,
know
just
if
to
menagerie-
clarify.
Yeah, but I was like, "Do you want me to water your plants when you're gone?" And she's like, "I did all that," because she obviously didn't trust me to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, "They're
To be
fine
honest,
for a
I'm
week."
surprised she
Yeah.
trusts you to stay in the apartment
I
at
am
all.
very surprised. She's there like, this. I don't know if this is gonna be here when I come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be like fucking Rami.
Now,
Rami.
now, how many times do you need me to come in your plants?
Yeah. Oh, I'll water the plants.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein on the
Yeah.
fucking thing. Maybe he was just watering the plants. though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I asked the plant's permission before I did
Exactly,
it.
yeah. Photosynthesis. But about my dad's friend, he went to Sarajevo to investigate war crimes, and he got over there, and he had to like go to the mass graves there with a calculator, like
first, like through the wardrobe, and
through the
then-
wardrobe. He had to go through a wardrobe
Yeah.
to the Chronicles of Bosnia, through out into the thing, and then he had to like count.
He met one of those Bosnians that's like half goat, half human.
Yes,
Yeah.
one of them.
Mr.
Yeah, I think
Dobbins
Mr.
or whatever.
Thomas was from Bosnia.
Yeah.
I feel like, and
Took him to the fields where the bodies were.
exactly. Yeah, he was like, "Come hither."
He
And
just
it was
had
like
a little
mist
light
of
on the light.
Yeah, a little thing, like through like a snowy forest, and then they just stumbled upon like a mass grave of like fucking who else was in there? And you got Aslan, you got, but wasn't Beslan the name of the? You guys knows about Beslan,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's a classic terrorist attack.
Oh,
You don't know about Beslan?
no! Look, if it doesn't happen on American soil, does it even happen?
Yeah, that's
Look,
yeah.
there's one terrorist attack, and I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
But
Where?
Yeah, October
Yeah.
7th. All right, guys, that was Pat Moore and Abhipsha Mohanty. I'll put their Instagrams in the show notes. Do go follow them. As always, there's a link to the Patreon in the show notes. Please support the Patreon. That would be lovely. The extra episodes every week, and it gets loosey-goosey, if you can imagine that. And other than that, what else? Work in progress. On the 1st of May at the Bill Murray. You can get tickets to that on my Instagram. And there'll be another one in Top Secret at the end of May, and I'll put that up on my Instagram soon. Apart from that, thank you very much for listening. Don't tell anybody about the podcast, especially this one, because it was a bit tricky. But next week, tell people about the podcast. All right, I love you. Thanks. Bye.